Hello, my name is Karina Wagner and I am in the public speaking class, and today I wanted to show you guys how to make homemade banana bread. Bananas have tons of potassium, and a lot of times I just have ripe bananas laying around, so it's a good way to put them to use. First, what we're going to need to do is show you the ingredients that you're going to need for today's. You're going to need 3 ripe bananas, like so. You're going to need 2 eggs, cinnamon, sugar, flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and a bread pan. First, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the eggs and break them open. I like to use fresh eggs because the yolks are much better and much more rich. You are going to whisk them. You're then going to add 1 cup of sugar. And mix that in together. And it'll be kind of creamy. It's supposed to be like that. Make sure all the chunks are broken up. Make sure that you know that your bananas are ripe. They're usually a bit black, to be honest. That's okay. It's normal because then that means that they have a soft center, which is much easier to go ahead and mix into a bread consistency. After we get them out and into the bowl, you're going to go ahead and mash them. That's how they should look. Sometimes to help mash, it works to do a fork to make sure that you kind of get it more into a cream instead of just the big chunks of banana. They should be pretty easy to mash since they're ripe. You can make banana bread with non-ripe bananas, but it's not as easy because they're much harder to mash. And the sugar, because they're not ripe, when the sugar is heated in the banana, usually it comes out, but it won't as much if it's not ripe. Alrighty, next for our process, we already did the sugar, but now we're going to add the butter. You're going to need 1 stick of butter or 1/2 cup. You're going to want to soften it. So I went ahead and took it beforehand because I knew I was making it. It should mash right in there just as soft as the bananas themselves. There might be a few little clumps, but you can go ahead and get those out as you mix it. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking powder. and then half a teaspoon of salt. If you haven't already, it's a good idea to preheat it to 325. I already did so it's already at the temperature that it needs to be at. Next, you're going to do 2 cups of flour. It can come out in clumps, so what I like to do is I use one of the sifters, so then it's more fine and it's much easier to go ahead and mix that way. Go ahead and pour out. It'll get all the clumps out. Now we're going to go ahead and mix it. What a lot of people don't know about banana bread is they started making it because people in the olden days didn't want to waste food. Not that we like to waste food, but we do tend to do that in the new generations. So what they would do is oftentimes they would have bananas or whatever was left laying around and they would want to make something with them. So they would make the banana bread. It's a high source of potassium using bananas. And then it was a plus because then they were able to use leftover bananas that might have gone bad otherwise. Alrighty, now we're just going to add some cinnamon. You want to make sure all the clumps are out. The sifter helped me do that. Some prefer to do walnuts, and I do prefer walnuts, so I'll be doing that. I went ahead and cut them up ahead of time, so I already have them pre-measured. mix that in. And when you're done, it should look like this, a nice consistency, not too runny. When you're cooking, you want to make sure the bread pan, I like to use Pam, but I like to do the butter flavor. Go ahead and spray it inside so the bread will come out nicely. A nice coating. Now we can go ahead and add our mixture. And then you can wash the bowl. I'm going to let my siblings lick the bowl and the spoon because they like the banana bread taste. Then, now that the oven is ready, you go ahead and pop it out there. And then you wait for 1 hour.